they always find a way to score. And with the form of Manchester City, General, we a game, I'm a City say, I'm betting I win this particular game. It will be a slim one, but I'm going in for a City victory.
Family Accra, say declare rights are eligible to play.
Red card
for
one
game.
Okay.
Until with Mambo.
Okay.
Yeah. Until and also I don't know. All right. Ma yan twaso because I'm say Franco Naro so na on Fakakra and twaso. Family, good morning. Minim so who ye ewo and crime. Papa, God bless you guys. I always say, even the smaller stations show matches live. How come Kessben TV, owned by a rich man, with great presenters, why can't you show our league matches? Okay. Mumba Munsem Emma Moho, Anefi Sunyai Zongo, Ohadrion. Kudos to the Kessben media for the giant step taken to telecast and promote our league matches. Once a pace setter, always a pace setter. We are proud of you guys. Keep it up. Keep widening the marketing scheme. Liverpool, we are back to redeem our image on the domestic front. Good morning, Sergio and your great crew. Strong Amido, South Korea. Sir Franco Naro.
Yeah, General.
Yeah.
No problem.
As a hundred Papa.
Yeah, but
one case as a we are weak by nature. We can create our own form. Yes. We can from a create boy another. Yeah, but when you're there, one no change will be a
no, who's a wood any different?
Who percent is it?
Why would they need different? Seriously, because in a bit more program, in a yard. I never know who be harder than the baby. Seriously, they need different, but
well,
sometimes lifestyle come home.
From when I bought the lifestyle, so come.
Yeah, lifestyle come because for about 2 months, I have not been training. I've not been training. I've been sitting for it tries to be at 6 hours. Continuous.
Don't joke with exercises.
Yeah, I think is the reason. Be a better immune system.
Yeah, you know to me too quiet. Near the hotel. Na when you bet no walk about. Not too. Why? Okay.
Maybe I am no Nimos. All right. General, I think you love Jason. I think you love it. We have BBN Gold Stars.
Okay.
Meaning I could see it and the Bremen team.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
BBN Gold Stars.
Okay. Okay. Nice one.
Gold
Corporation, yeah.
Yeah, this is the wages.
Okay.
And then the
Gold Stars.
Gold Stars.
Okay.
Gold Stars.
Okay.
Omutombi,
yeah. Okay.
2 PB at 300.
Wow.
Being simple. Gold Stars.
I see. F.
This season, Ghanaian clubs in a try. I think Samates are also selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Samates they need 350 according to it Monaca. And I know Mediema is also selling.
Okay.
Mediema tells me they need 200 near there.
Wow.
And Kotoko is there. Haas, I think Haas is also on the market.
Yeah, Haas video market, yeah. It was 300
gradually in the Ghanaian clubs.
Okay. Mensaka Kotoko away Jesse Nibi. Yeah, na size no na I had been o can remember my family. They be in the course of the show. Na I said replica na mai. Kotoko dey na mai.
Be a we need a player version.
Yeah, where they send the using the players in the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I say a try now every weekend be in your
the course of the show we be a quite bema. Like I mentioned and also yeah. The way Gold Stars there. Nice one.
I say a force now.
The Gold Star supporters no yes remo na here no mbenya biato.
I could see the flyer no better so I'm
say
na fi what me follow no more bibia.
All right.
General. Odaruma they didn't kind of the life of a goalkeeper is something I drink akra. Make a Barcelona for a test again. And from Soya Okoye against the AS Monaco. I feel the Bassa for so Munkupi goalkeeper was on your dear. But Yamianim, Bassa is in top 4. They are playing well 5 league games, 5 wins. I think they have considered some 5 goals in their 5 league games. Almost every game I'm considered with the exception of a year is it Valladolid or something.
Yeah, no share 7.
No share 7 no. Every game I'm losing. But the bottom line is that offer Barca players now from the goalkeeper to the number 11. Obia a mistake in game. But the life of a goalkeeper, they say, when you mistake, no training that training super. As a member.
Okay.
Striker Benya, me and you, 1-on-1. Boba say no. Life goes on. Defender Bitman may say attacker, midfielder can give pass away. But goalkeeper, the margin of error allowed is very, very limited. So Ter Stegen at 32, Barca fans is what Sandro. Omunya no coin. O share messages on social media, all because of that pass he gave to Eric Garcia. Emma Monaco for no, take advantage the ball no control net. In fact, that ball which resulted in penalty and then ran out. Say Kala discuss no. Honestly, I didn't expect Ter Stegen at his age to give that pass, the experience and everything, because it was so clear. Say so difficult. Say defend Eric Garcia a bit to Yanya Bono. But yet he gave the ball to him. It may be a goalkeeper, you know. Yeah, not the coaches in the catch him so passing from behind. That's a chinchina and shit. Passing because now Monaco for pressing trap on actually on share any options be brave. It is all he needed to do. And the same comparable bonus him. But I'm saying Sebasa fans in the the guy is 32 and was so much from ye. Mijitum says so mo pet or mo shall say drain. Be that you'll be replacing him, but season way dear. Ter Stegen in Tiawal.
Oh, Seven Kono Kasa were boying. Were boying.
Bassa, may shows after Victor Valdes.
Yes,
he should be.
Who's it on a via nearby? And an via da league. And no that Champions League. So from there no far post no. And what taking on my
one. Send you musi bonechi or that one go hygiene be brave. You know here no free honoma. Ura a friend of Eric Ten Hag. Was it Mason Mount will come good and you'll be a great player for Man United. Sure. Yeah, who is how? Mason Mount. It's not like he's gotten one bad season. The bad seasons started from Chelsea.
Sure.
And player, say when you one bad season, the next season another bad one, 3 bad seasons in continuous, it becomes difficult to rise.
Especially so move on.
Move on.
That's a new team in the area.
There is no so much hope. And see, Madriam say, on your careful non fan hope that Messi Mount to me. Yes, only near Juma, Messi Mount a bob, Papa. In fact, what he did for Chelsea, it was super. But getting to the latter part, now again, as a coach is in an ancient Penasem. Into unchanging environment. He changed the environment and we are not seeing much from Messi Mount. So for me, Man United fans in Yabutra, you come good, no. At United, there is little room for experiment. I know the affection for Messi Mount because they work together and Eric Ten Hag win him now. Obi on na ye adwuma pen. Omo na bribia. Udi onu mu ye adwuma. But Messi Mount maybe in the time a very limited so be to me approve so bibia and as only bibia e wo honum. You know, I'm a final pick Premier League in Krabi. Game will be at the power.
Game bay.
The because West Ham versus Chelsea.
11:30.
Yes.
Early
kickoff.
Yes, early kickoff.
General, early kickoff.
I will say 11:30 pepe.
You missed first 30 minutes of the show.
Yes.
You missed first 30 minutes. But don't worry, we'll update you.
Yeah. I just also like
your chance to be
Massa. You can have a dampai.
Your chance to be ahead of the game.
Yeah.
I say West Ham for the Murray Shekudushmu. Hyping videos and assists and it's an emano. Onion Kunya and for mom, Chelsea is coming. And this season, Chelsea has been a better side than West Ham. So far. Games na yabona and I'm thinking say it's one gamer and Chelsea so a blow both hot and cold obema a good performance the next game as IBB or you are not too sure say project in a progress and answer this is one game I'm sure say obema Chelsea for fans a fair opinion because London derbies are usually keenly contested and they be keenly contested, especially a early kickoff. 11:30. No, so it's one game I wouldn't want to miss. The final pick.
Investors,
investors, double chance West Ham.
Double chance. Almost as
a chance West Ham won't lose you.
Oh, okay.
Either they will win or they will draw. That's what I mean by double chance West Ham.
Oh, okay. And then we're going to be a free band the other two.
And you won't cry.
Anyone want to do that to us? But okay, what do you go?
Unless I will share with you, don't pay so much to make us a Chelsea lose.
Somebody I'll get you. It's a double chance.
Double chance West Ham. General, the game involving Man City and Arsenal, a 6-pointer. Because league, the two main contestants, Liverpool, a third force as I look at it from now. My dream said the two favorites, Man City, Arsenal, with Liverpool being the third force. And Mikel Arteta and then the boss, her friend Pep Guardiola, what they are continuing to be, but in Pimpina and Edin Kakra, Edima Arteta. The game sitting so what season, almost starting diggy. Ele Halad, Echo to Paso, our Champions League, no so, but Lions are usually not defeated twice. He will come good. I think the City a favorite over Arsenal General.
Okay. Maybe now you have your picks for local stories, Awa.
Sergio.
Yes.
Sergio, the life of...
Oh, Yamadum. And now you call and upon Abaco.
Menezru Masma Obusa.
And not naming her, but I'm to meet him. And then from by. See, one cast a friend was see face to face.
Yes.
Na Inyaku could do propose. No miss out 1 or 2 questions. Wako.
I still have the message here. Say be a fear someone. Good morning. Sergio, hope you and your crew are doing great. I heard what went on yesterday on your show. I understand Awal wants to help. Awal wants you to help him out for something special. Although I'm not promising anything, but tell Awal to please talk to me personally. Tell Awal to talk to me personally. I have very important questions to ask him. And please tell Lawyer Kwambuafo that the understanding of some of these issues, that is the white, is totally different from ours here. Let's see what happens when I'm done talking to Awal Muhammad. Thank you. Hajia Aya, Wachidankwa Hospital.
Now opportunity there. Emma easy say that.
Yeah.
So a day needs you quite so beko.
Yes.
A day needs you quite so beko.
Oh, we bien see me quite.
And now questions and coming papa mount. Questions to everyone.
Professor, I promise you. A new professor also want to dinner open.
In fact, you have Joe and I.
Please. Leave me out of this.
You are in good hands.
Leave me
you
out of
have
this. Please.
Depends on you. You can overcome anything.
I was saying also Beko. Now, I was so far nothing.
Oh, me young quite.
On friends, you have a number, are they? What's stopping you from calling her?
Was it face to face?
Oh, okay, we
face to face in the day.
Two can blog every morning.
Our office was some or they want to what happens.
And in the new
no, I want anything but our more soon said that. Sana Haja Kachabe. I want to come up, papa, Busana Brabum, also Busano, Mudim come up quite. But our more so that.
Copims or tin.
I say, or tin wahano. That's a shock. No, be any and Kawa Katsan directly. Now the confirm so.
Unnecessary questions.
Yeah.
Kraman, what to say?
By Monday, I see good news if you want.
ti caveat aba ho
About what to cry. Okay.
Sergio,
Is Hajia also a single lady? Or is it because okay. Or is it because of Awal? She wants to ignore someone and give Awal the chance. Okay, and then feed the busa same way. Okay, and also I don't know. Hajia is single. Yes, Hajia is single. Many Hajia didn't come a single. Yeah, Obi any one or Pam de Awa Baba show. Yeah, our now confidence. Okay.
no problem.
Yeah, nyavim. Yeah. All right, meet you.
I'm Andy Sire.
I mean, man, go there, but our confidence.
Oh, confidence.
I'm
Oh,
cool way there. Me say money from reading and she me mo.
okay.
Our better net.
Oh, wow, nice one.
What the overcast Andy can.
So happy to hear that.
So many bon comment to
How meet you? Yes.
No,
But
doctor.
say I know Jafo or Tafi na no. I will use na why.
Obenya na kai.
I'm here for the room. Go a set chair express go on that. E to guzo. Sir, yen just person ni chair. Na yen to guzo. E go raba bi. Adi am yi wa hanero. How are you?
Sergio, the life of Sergio, the life
Yes,
of a
yes,
footballer,
yes.
any stress,
Yes.
ni bra woman. Dr. Patrice Motsepe ni BBC, enya sam komodie bi na oka sisi said the games na dosun ama players no. O here or raise concern especially for the players ni team our own I am Mamelodi Sundowns. O here the recent increase in the number of tournaments abeba. O here the expansion of the FIFA Club World Cup. O here the recent AFCON a boy the leagues are kokoso and I think say Dr. Patrice Motsepe say oh you very worried for the players. And so Kaya some few months ago Bernardo Silva ebe raise concern on the increment in the number of games you know ama players tired because ema mo fatigued. Omo bebo games only few days and a done time between matches are omo and so even the recent increase in the numbers of teams omo be UEFA Champions League no ama matches na kosoro first no say ye bebo UEFA Champions League by December na ye bo group stages na wie so say competition be back kra be February so in this case no clubs no benya at least e be 2 months kra of rest. And in the middle of the season, some of the leagues no cry echo obeka say some few holidays be kakra during Xmas na omonya holidays. And Dr. Patrice Motsepe was raising concern on the huge number of matches abeba. No making reference to the fact that for example, on one team Mamelodi Sundowns. Say the players no ebenya rest pa. Gisebia after 2027. Because recent AFCON ye boy Mamelodi Sundowns unkwa contribute around 10 players to the South African national team. League koso league year next year around June Sergio yebenya the expanded edition of the FIFA Club World Cup. And also Abama yebenya a lot of congestion in the number of matches players ebebo. Ye bona ye bo ya around August September another league for 2025-2026 season ebeshasiye. Yebo season mo 2025 December equal January 2026 now AFCON ashasiye. So should South Africa qualify for World Cup? Mamelodi Sundowns players unko populate the South African national team no. Seju omunya rest till after middle of 2027. And this is the concern I already said. You making sure say bemma the number of matches now players in ebono and reduce kakra. And recently Carlo Ancelotti said or consider bringing in some of the holidays sama players ne kakra because there been a lot of congestion within the games amobo. Honestly Sergio me feeling my players no because yamo mu games no ados pa. And I think say it's one of the things Dr. Patrice Motsepe won the interview on the BBC enyaye o kan wansem on the congestion of matches ababe dos one players na mo stress. Sergio Champions League enwa one game baso ewo Algeria CR Belouizdad against AS Douane of Burkina Faso. The first leg ended in a 1-0 scoreline in favor of AS Douane. And a second leg, no, CR Belouizdad, and so a winning by a goal to nil. So, on the penalties, no, so. So, after the post-match penalties, CR Belouizdad at the 4-3 on penalty scoreline, no, at the Akom. So, what it means is CR Belouizdad Ababe, the first team to reach the group stages of the CAF Champions League. So, I had another 3 games, so echo, so, the CAF Confederations. Stade Malien eliminated Painesville from Liberia. So Stade Malien, last season's quarter-finalist, almost making it into the group stages. Apart from that, the defending champions, Zamalek, also almost share AS Police FC from Kenya.
Okay.
Almost share by 2-1. So ama omonya 3-1 aggregate scoreline. Ama say Zamalek also echo into the group stages. And then of course RS Bekan also qualify into the group stages. So for Champions League, yenya only CR Belouizdad wako nenim. For CAF Confederations, 3 ako nti say train the rest of the clubs or mobile beb joining. Now at least by the end of this weekend, all the 16 teams or mobile will into the group stages. Na seju omobeye noon. You be who all of them now. From there, no na omwa draw no near who the group stages of how things are going to pan out. Many be what an interest in that game between APR or making a trip to Pyramids FC. Last week it was a tough game about so it was the start Amahoro. Pyramids Eshe and Ongo, Mohamed Chibi Eshe and Ongo, and then Fisting Kalala in the 85th minute Enya an equalizer for Pyramid FC, and that was the reason why they had a 1-0 scoreline. Seydou Dauda up feature prominently around 89th minute on a Muyini frame. Richmond Lamte came in the second half, and APR did a marvelous job, especially in the first half. Uwe Mamadou Si, Mohamed Lamine Ba, Gilbert Mugisha, but the experience and the tenacity of the Pyramid FC players, no, and the ma mujina brani pa no ne boamo ka omu need those kind of top notch players as you major diseka APR be hamo APR and yi Azam FC are remo into the next stage of the competition. APR is the reason why ye need 2 Tanzanian clubs in the group stages of the CAF Champions League, like how we had it last season when there was Simba and there was Yanga. This time around, APR eliminated Azam. But on their way to the next stage, the 12th game, that was the first leg near boy. And Sebekaya, Pyramids in last season, they were in the group stages of the CAF Champions League. And this time around, they are trying as much as possible to make it. So, Mprempi, some few years ago, na Pyramids were down there around the Confederation. And now they've put Zamalek back into the Confederation and Omo Ababe Teki, Omo Dabreno in the CAF Champions League. So for 2 consecutive occasions, it's been Pyramids, Nadi Alali, Omo feature as Egyptian representatives. And no Omo players no more. These are top players. Owe Mustafa Fati, a key member of the Egyptian national team. Ramadan Sobi does not need any introduction. Fisting Kalala Mayele, one of the influential figures for Yanga when they were the losing finalist in 2023 CAF Confederations Cup. And Omeki that move to Pyramid FC. Nobody will forget Blati Toure, the key member of the Burkinabe national team. So, Omo team a mix-up of experienced guys, and then Ahmed Samimo or the backline. For me, APR, Omo 1-1 draw now, Omo ball on home, making it away to Pyramids FC. Say you, a highly unlikely say APR, Betimia Kwaku Pyramid FC free. A very difficult for them. Young also make a trip to Commercial Bank Ethiopia. Konya a 1-0 scoreline against Commercial Bank. These Omonomoye defending champions Ethiopia, and that is where Caleb Amankwa and then Omar Bashir said, "Yo, this weekend, within this week, Yana, Omodi best Ethiopian player, no, Edima Omar Bashir." And he's been one of the guys who featured prominently during last seasons. For the first time, Commercial Bank Ethiopia edged the Ethiopian League. No, Omo team qualify, but to the next stage, here is Younger experience. This is a top notch. The Yanga have now established themselves as one of the top nation teams on the continent when it comes to making it in the group stages. For 1-0 scoreline now, Makonya, I don't see Commercial Bank beating Yanga. So Sergio, the usual suspect now. Omwano Mobirum, Al Ali already have defeated Gomaya by 3-0 Kenya. So the second leg, you can't see Gomaya beating Nadia Lali. And then Esperance de Tunis, Mamelodi Sundowns, Aqua winning against Mbabani Swallows. Orlando Pirates, Echo defeated Joanne Galazi. So, Sergio, the usual suspect now, Sergio, Moana Mobekum. Yebehe ni mwene, Nswatremai playing away to CS Constantine. And then Samatex FC playing away to Raja Casablanca. Sergio, yen clubs, you know, I'm the full stop no be see ane.
Hey, as a man, okay.
Sergio, highly unlikely say be qualify. 100% remember one.
I like Idede of Nswatreman Football Club is saying they have quality to beat Constantine over there. Are you guys sure the quality of Nswatreman Football Club can win this away game? You guys always say football is full of uncertainty. So tell us more about it. Anas.
Sergio, I like Idede, Eric. The confidence in your throat, but Sergio beating CS Constantine after say watching one ababa show 2-0 Kumano. What it means is now you have to beat them by 3-0. So they say Oko on Uko BM and I say Oko defend it. Because BMA Sergio, these Arabs they are capable of beating you 3-0 in the first 30 minutes. And especially in sort of my players, you know, a Musain and Abu Africa. Even how many of them call up into our Chan team tournament. Even as such as sometime no nya kakrebi. Yes, Benjamin Chivanyo any opportunity abo under 17 the recent Wafu tournament only like Kingston team now called Russia during the Stephen Diu or more Africa biada. Okay. How many of them? So these are the key guys. Because some quality within the Nswatremai team, no. And playing against CS Constantine, in as much as a CS Constantine, a big name on the continent, but there have been some couple of CAF competitions that group stage. MC Olja, JS Kabili, ES Setif. But when you are comparing them to Nswatremai, especially having that 2-0 away win, Ghana, Sergio, I don't see Nswatremai beating them.
Wow.
It's going to be extremely difficult.
Yeah.
So all combine some takes our advantage. All the combine because when they are formed by 2-0. As I said, over on level pegging by beating them 2-0 before I say what has obeyed me.
I'm supposed to go the same for no.
This
is football.
Yeah, this is football. But Sergio, these people, Sergio, these people, this critical stage.
Yeah.
Anything on Mubeti just to ensure qualification, they will do. And especially
Mohammed, for your information, if the games I'm saying we if Rodri when you know some yeka. Imagine said okay message no the ever. And Ima Nunga police station later, maybe my best also message why.
So Sergio, for Samatex, I think that all they combine compare Omone and Nswatremai. Omoko advantage because at least Omode any draw. So if Samatex is able to score, now Omo prevent Raja from scoring now, they can go through.
Okay.
But for Nswatremai, you need to score 2. As I say, score 2, and Sana only on my pay. No what dream who say obeti menyagoa. Sergio, especially when Omumi enu nyina way first time. Even these Arabian clubs, Omo ni momo. So honestly, Sergio, in clubs, you know, the Omo I am yase Omo the lack of the draw.
Yeah.
Comunia, some of the black African countries are Sejuka they can manage. And so in the second half of the game last week, they played very well. Created decent chance. It was much an okay. It was much an because they had decent chances, but as pray. So they kept on squandering those chances. It gave the Algerians the advantage. It's also unlikely said this time around, clubs, group stages, you know. We just have to see full stop.
I didn't know condemn
they be themselves may cut the reality on the ground.
Okay.
So you apart from that
very difficult.
Very, very difficult. So you are nisun chenkra. Yem teams no qualifier and no mobile on group stages.
Oh, there's no born outside.
No see another
category 3 matches.
Yes.
Born outside Ghana.
And no see another thing altogether. Even show omumi enu nyina omo need the original na omo bom game no which was Accra no.
Yeah.
Omo the game so ba just to make sure say omo be even caticos because say bia o Samatex na bia o the match no quote any a ebru 200 meters kilometers we na car fair no. You need to spend money to fly or opponent na over mine no answer no alcohol. the same also applies to Nswatamai. So even say or qualifier, they need to get another venue outside.
Okay.
I know so another car at the beba. So Sejo, they've done well. I think say by even scaling the first hurdle no cross Sejo, it was very good for them, especially making almost first attempt on the continent. It's a learning curve. It's a learning experience. Going to next time no, ebia omo ben nya adesua bi kakra. Omo ben hu said omo be sia
Omo nyina games ni ene.
Omo mienu nyina ene.
Okay.
Nti by the close of the day, you be hu omo fit Sejo.
I support our Mohammed. We have only 1% chance of qualifying. It's difficult, but anything can happen. Arrow, Nyankumasia Hinkro, and so the way Breye. Joe Bechem United are not helping our league at all. Always making it uncompetitive when it comes to Hearts of Oak. It's good they have only 2 points before meeting Hearts of Oak. Hadia Aya should take it easy on our Mohammed. We want to come to the Aure. A jam school and
Jam school.
Yes, Aure.
Aure.
Okay. Entina and also no. And you know kwa unu nipa ode message aba. Ade afa hon. Coach Abdul Karim Zito.
Wow.
Yes.
Sarki.
Yes, Sarki.
Sarki na gasheka.
Sarki ade message aba. Na Abdul Karim Zito coach. I say good morning, bro. Tell our Mohammed if he's able to finish the woman, I'll help of some of the leafy. What is leafy?
Leafy, not just
Leafy.
ye warrior. Ye tone toma.
Okay.
Like one, like I say, culture what within.
Okay.
Ye
Okay.
tone toma.
Bema na betu toni nyina.
Yes. Ye tone toma.
Bema na tuto
Yeah.
toma no ne.
Yeah.
Sana mani
Omo the
nyina.
lace, any Maya fee.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Ndi coach Zito se men kanchiro. Se ono be fa sa aka no.
Leafy.
Leafy no.
Wow.
Obefa dodo no a.
Oh, Sarki na godi.
Oh, that's Sarki asi wabra ade no nka bi.
You're ready. Who can go answer our questions?
Oh, for that Sarki asi.
I say wow.
Sarki Nagode.
Sarki na go do bar so hongo ka. E be 4 days in ade na beto.
Oh, say
Eyi ni honye.
Eyi ni o de. But Sarki na go de.
oh, say Joe, say obi show boss bia obe ya ade obe boss say say o dana sia na.
All right. Ntino ye ho adwuma memfa memma omo ensansi form. Okay.
Miss Wafa Venu.
What for very no. Okay. It is in Copeka Mutra.
So say
A whole can you ever? Don't worry.
Fancy na Roma.
What you by yard say, baby, and you rubber to prove nothing. I heard of your team of one.
You get to no at
Oh my God.
Kan say to pura amaka apocalypto ya. Ma me na no na se be man dealing no. We can say wa to pura ho na madra akwakusi.
Okay. I see.
Apocalypto o kai say sin no.
Yantwa so yebaba local stories. No, mami call news in Latin America that hona me say no the ebe screen no and I bought all these things for mother when we were getting married. Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Make me the me nko nyina to so.
Say you no crap.
Yes. The baby abesa odimi ko bia ko meba. So no can make it so to talk to mama my mother. Okay. Aduane a wonam fo bedi ye kra wase ne tua.
Ai. Almost kadia ibi ewie ne kakaka ba chiri na kwati ata.
Assuming me nam fo be yi ba you. O me say chiri kanani. Hotel amoko dae bi amoko ye aduane wa bi bia wase.
Tua teku.
All right. You're free now. Yanto aso new
Chief.
Yes.
Oh, my me fan check ese
Narrow.
pa.
Jesse ni.
Yes.
So
nice power.
Come on, Santi ko Jesse no.
It's just
I haven't worn this type of Jesse for a very, very long
I
time.
love the
Yes.
crest.
Yes.
No more question back, but I think
Me
say
so Jesse ti say mu. Na ro me say obi DSC but say Jesse quality ti say no. A check papa. Now when a players in shadow.
Yeah.
But me just was a replica in that base.
player version.
Player version no. Yes, simply wonderful. Yes.
The hell chest no.
I-
It was crazy.
IFFHS.
Yes.
African Club of the Century.
Yeah.
Stars in me in the boss room.
Yeah.
Second to Kwaji League.
Aye.
Africa. Twice.
Aye. Now we need a THB, no, right? THB, no.
Yeah, the other
Okay,
side.
on the other side.
I'm
The mic,
saying no mature 25 years.
okay.
God
okay.
bless the
Sure,
king.
sure.
And only your Kwenchi.
Wow. We know so much as 100 years. The way I know you when you
Yeah.
Quality knows.
Wow.
Quality knows.
You love it.
Quality
Seriously.
knows.
Me Philippa papa.
And the shoulder no who Dinkra symbols, no.
Oh, shoulder,
it's
man.
been traditionalized. Oh, you see the Dinkra symbols in the
Beautiful Jesse. Come on, say something. I'm not sure say my mobile chana quality no.
Where the say Okoro nko so mu no see free so be adwuma no onhu Jesse we be
Uma replica ni mrante
Jesse
me.
knows.
Na man for abepe biato. Okoronko yes.
Kotoko
Kit, okay.
Kit. I think he's been there for over 20 years.
Ose ti na eno so no mo fa replica ni mrante na man for bidito. Yeah. New.
Nana Osai was some pim. Nana
Oh,
Modin do.
I go there chehine.
Sejo. Osin krano de ama.
The third.
Board no so a won hwe.
Ade
Nti opese me chia o enne e wo ha.
Nana.
Yes.
Oh, Nana se me na.
Ofrɛ me miɛnsa to a so Sejo betime nkra no. Sejo betime nkra no. Sejo betime nkra no.
O the grave man say ka chebe na.
Ɛne na me de aba no.
Oh, okay, chana. Okay, Nana de wa go to the bibia so ma asmasi.
Deɛ so so no me kai be yima di ntimpa nkyɛw.
And then Nana last no so here Jesse.
Nana yes.
Ma do de no ko.
Yes. Ma de no ko.
Tie so so pe basa de. Na ma do de ko di no wo faase ho. O hye kra na ho hyehye no.
Say ka say be organize bia man ko.
Aka basa de no.
And I be jo so
No,
pa
yeah,
be
size,
wanna
no.
pay.
Unya size and said now say Nana no mo kwa ka krenti.
Na na to hu ti o.
And then what you do? What you do? You won't go any pay kesi. Yeah, intro. Yeah, screen and him there never head.
Trust wa ha, trust wa ha.
Two for bring po. You go
Chief,
there be you go screen and him
yes,
straight.
eh?
Yes.
Okay, boss. Local league na resume match day free. Ebeba so life.
Yeah.
Chem United as a folk a big game wa Accra. Kotoko Young Apostles. Ade ana mi sro we say enemy of free esumu ba won shede nim ne sa. Young Apostles a dark enemy for Krobia. Won shede nim so much on established who is Young Apostles. They've been making a lot of reactions towards this game. As a Kotoko it me deal with. And no questions never on your show na me treat 1 2 3 areas of the team as I say omo
Yeah.
and me visualize your board no so
Okay.
na ma share aduana and between league now very much exciting after match day 2
Alright.
the match day 3 no
Okay.
we share more
Ntina and so no. Sanso and Women's Premier Super Cup no so no. Sha say din. Fixtures ni na no e wa ha. Nti ada appropriate time yede nyina ho nsem enso ebebre amanfo na me yad my dwada ebe transfer sha se dwada nti de ko nyina no yede there be match day 1 Saturday 21st September na je ene na sha se na edoso azakes ladies any faith ladies Northern ladies any supreme ladies na fe ampem da kwa any dreams ladies some matches in na police ladies any berry ladies and so at the tie so the day and son and yami aduma edwada matches no and so ewa ha e be transia e ni na be bro ye din kan ahyem boss matches no ye be yi ewo Kessben television aso ni na live ewo Kessben TV yami aduma 2 p.m. ni 4 p.m. matches no ye be yi ewo Kessben TV. Okay. Sir Franco Naro on nye. When the message by Kuba 1. I laugh, sir. All right. The course were high on the starting.
Oh,
yes.
Nana
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes. Nipa who almost serious and you whistling now na starting. All right. I think you local stories, no. Na ni went me ba ho
right boss
na board no so what me aye dey opese oye sanso na GPL matches and so be baso e sha se ene 3 p.m. Legon Cities and Vision FC ni Ajay Kraku the second sports complex and as I gave me and so baso nyame admo china Gold Stars any Baseke Holy Stars bo e obibi ani dance park saa nso na Karela ɛbɛtwɛn Accra Lions ɛwɔ na Sheriga Sports Center hɔ na meyɛ adoma ɔkyena games no nso no Aduana Stars Nana Jimambadu Park no so Omni Nations FC ɛde bɛtae so na afei Asante Kotoko atwɛn Young Apostles ɛwɔ Lenkley na meyɛ adoma ɔkyena 3 p.m. Hatchofok nso ni Bechem United ɛwɔ University of Ghana Legon Omo Stadium was 6 p.m. and I saw games here ɛbɛba so ɛdwada deɛ ne bɛtrase na yɛde ɛno nso ɛho nsɛm abrɛ mo nti na de ɛkɔ nso no week nso ɛna nsɛm pii nso ɛkɔkɔ so yɛbɛbɔ Ghana yɛmbɔ Ghana yɛbɛkɔ hɛn ne nyinaa ho nsɛnsɛm takwafoɔ takwa nswaim municipal assembly no ɛna takwati ne park no ɔmo ɛbɛhwɛ so anaasɛ NSA latest no enso ɛyɛ deɛn menya nkema bawura takwa na makɔwura hɔ makɔhwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so enso ɛwɔ hɔ na fe other stories ne nyinaa no yɛde ho nsɛm enso ɛba awa Mohammed Adinkan ahwɛ Africa stories no titiri Samatex ɔmo ɛne Nsuatreman games no nti naro so wo other issues a pɛsɛ twehwɛ ho nkɔmɔ a ne nyinaa no yɛ wiki
of course
nti nkama memfa videos
kakra but Jadon Sancho is starting
okay
for Chelsea lineup naba
yeah match now boy na the other time they so started
Jadon Sancho Kupama Madueke and Jackson Germany
okay
or they compare West Ham Kudus Paqueta Somerville and then Gerard Bowen
Bowen lead top.
No
issue. Kudus Somerville zuni go brutal.
Kudus Somerville Paqueta.
That team we coach
Gerard Bowen
or Shika can be also
wow
because omu team ne die obi aye cast to start for top team Somerville on him born because na ko ba Chelsea Paqueta will start for most of the top teams in the world, not even in the Premier League. Kudus too. And then
the new captain
Baldwin,
Bowen.
the most underrated player in the Premier League is Gerard Bowen.
Okay. THB should do a photo shoot with you. The jersey looks so nice on you. Okay. Nana Kuka. I don't know some you meet me. Okay. Kamana you look too good in these Asanteman colors. Send mine as soon as possible, as soon as practicable. Why not do we and so buy we so omo
can't be to yesu
tobre unya butre kakra we the team no bless ni shenankasa eni enchekra replica no beba na afi no so no omo de ho nsem aba ama motimi atoto to bi efe papa we dey me size pa nana kwame nso na di we efri santase enso abre santase nyinem nana begikwai na me hun tomi. All right, into your coin first. Young of videos kakramra ba na fi ya local stories no. What's the videos which
the question is the in the game mama Liverpool all time best 11 and first 11 all time Liverpool team visual Liverpool yet all time best 11 na after so Jurgen Klopp time trophies dodua wadiye any before Jurgen Klopp so coaches in America coaches by in coaches maba before Jurgen Klopp trophies of Momanje na Jurgen Klopp so ko trophies on compare mami na dem ni na se me kasa free sunyane penkwase
Sergio Michel no abadwafo nyina masemi de nanka achi o ha ka be me de ka na be koma no maybe atomba busu mienu ekọ busu miensa mi bisa na asemi say oye executive member na ruling government or say member of it oye aspiring member mi bisa na say den na mo ye pitchisi afa ho ka che me say answer the mind that day ni say we ko fire expert mo mbehwe up to now pitchisi na say no ha bisa ma me senti dia na mo no tu ya o mo advice no manfa anase ko si say na ma pitchisi ayesa medamasi.
Good morning. If I'm upon because I free trade. Last week, Newtica say sell to air the John Boy. Moka senya no kore. We are no any performance against Barcelona na so na Mobeka say enya no kore say sell to ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ne dwɔmbɔyɛ anaa ɛtɔ so mmienu kɔtɔkɔ team no current team yɛ wɔ hɔ yi sɛ kɔ ɔbɔ confederation cup yi bi a ɛnyɛ champions league o na nkɔ hyɛ team bi te sɛ team bi a ɛwɔ South Africa anaasɛ Nigeria kɔ bɛtumi atwa fam so ɛwɔ group stage anaa the question no that's
Sergio, good morning. From Tago, Kessben Tipa. Sergio, Bacho, Africa, Asamoah Didi Druba, and a summary to face. One I shake goose to Jopa. Africa Cup, World Cup. One I shake goose to Jopa. And here come. Say 3 strikers and so one a best striker of Africa. So my man, that was a chain the camper, catching the camp pa.
Sergio, good morning. I hope so. Be here. I am watching the mommy and the dear Mr. Pa. And the Morgan in the word age macas. Mammy fan a conyan snamming mamma or what age macas, a friend comforters, and the donor friend until the penna. Namin chair me crew hine, Nana what dear smotosumi, and Nana Pia. So don't question him, and in the mass me and mammy. Obianum sa house of food, a coach in Wassan. Na Wassan so, na prayers na yatoto my boardings into Muslim Timmy DB. Abra, Timin Ketwa cry, has here and has a bread.
Sɛ John Bezem busa sɛ adentina nsɛm trɛfo no bi ɛka si local boys na ɔmo bɔbɔ yɛ mam ho ɔmo nya adeɛ blaster inti paa efisi agye trophy na me kura me fancy ne yɛn wo mi almost 42 years because me nya 42 years ne yɛn wo me as they be the falling players in the kobo yɛn hu ba bia hwɛ last AFCON yɛkɔ yi yɛnya 3 points ne ɛbɛ fi nti yɛ the local players kɔ na si nya 3 points ne ɛbɛ fi a na ɔmo kura munya sika wɔ yɛ man mu ɛmo ana na wa ɔbɔbɔ abruche blaster ikura wontimi nya den ɛmmɔ bɔ papa bi ama yi.
Sergio, good morning. Sergio, me den de samaratia wait me after me champion Billy. Sergio, me question and say one honorable Kwadwo Badgeman. Why ni nimbobo na why na ashe goals bebree. Sergio, sentia me bisa sa na say honorable Kwadwo Badgeman say emre bi mokobo match. Na match na mo bo no to ampa ho mako 21. Sa abre na mo opponent na ashe mo 2-1. Ena munya penalty e wasa mo de tika no. And also wasa ato ampa ho ese penalty no. Ema mo lose match no. Sergio, nsam de bi ka ho na esusu ntibi de be ma private. Sergio mechia Kofi Frimpong Ziga.
Good morning. We're Chairman Moro phones.
Okay, Moro phone. Dina haka krana. Could you badge mine later? Me call a takwa na mako chuchi nkomo kakra eho na me hwe se me nsa beka opani na me no edi nkomo kakra na fia ba beto so edi amamo ye ko eye takwa na ye ne Ebeneza Edu ono na eye nipanum takwa nswaye municipal assembly no ayi womo so mo enhwe takwa TNA stadium hono ye na ko jinko kakra na ehu de ekoso pa wo takwa any stadium no ehu sese intine enchekra nyoma tutuma ebe kono ho na fe yakɔhwe nsema de ebetu yanim unti ye twen na ye ne bere mai adi enkomo yes sir line no hard drink but
there is the need for say be find out because after say omko omuji key no uti nkomo na say NSC for no so invite say omuhia the municipal assembly no ahwe say omuno mu be cause we din kita won afa the control of Takwati and Park. So there is a need for us to know exactly what the situation is over there, especially ahead of any games are.
Okay, Minsaka, Mr. Ebeneza Edu line no so yenen kodi enkomo kakra. Eben, good morning, that is saying.
Good morning. I'm bibia boko na muswa.
Nakopa bibia pa takwa bibia boko de.
Yamiadum boko bibia bazala say bia ni takwa.
Okay, yede nyankopon asipa, yede nyamiase. Ayeba ho a emsa no pay ha wadwen kakra. Efa TNA stadium ho ene ho management na otwi a atwa mi yam sensem bebre na yetete NSC the nsem abatu dwa the release ni ade nyina aba omo na abetake charge omo hwe bibia the sign be boom Takwansoye municipal authority na assembly no also maba se muna se magie free NSC nsem a mo hwe so ayati nipa enum a mo na enhwe sa stadium yi management wona aye kasama for the masa 5-member committee na assembly no the ato minim dia na cause say pa ewo stadium no
Sergio nada wasena memfa ofidi sentia asante na hina na yenka se TNA sisi the municipal assembly take over adi na municipal assembly take over Oshe ni management sema ekoso NSC sensa yede park ni show monzano ube hu na weka baako mienu NXT stadium ho nti se medi ma mbobo a obia eni ho cleaning na ewo park ho no aye bibi ewo ho nti se bi sisi akọ washrooms ni bia ho after AD enka na 6 minutes so emu after no say think so de se won san ni hu ana won san cleaning na enye mo ho a 6 ni na be say the municipal executive already Nankasa Mbeka said before ABC Stadium no he said all stakeholders engagement and consultations was done through the assembly. Go first any municipal assembly no and a year consultations no. Memorandum of understanding year stadium no in Kata stadium no municipal assembly no sign here. Take say communities around the how stadium this year and how be another be other bano. A municipal assembly no any go for the resolving in and see say go fields for the past so many years to a good year takwa as part of the corporate social responsibility as stadium at the community now. That is different from say abiding in Sika. Stadium Kumasi ana Accra ana Tamale. It is the abaye edinisika yene there. Anke NSN no so. Na community no takwana municipal assembly na holding in trust of the people no. Almost yenke TNA no so. So no TNA abako sema. Something we here see ebisi pe yo obeka ya. Edu be no na NSA intimate take care of the stadium. And so what we did was assembly na agree the BIC your friend is saying NSN is saying that is the OTNA pack. Then the assembly lobbied together with the various teams and stakeholders to go for the different fair at the Amaye. And to say the different fair Saba, not saying Sanko any knowing the records of the National Sports Authority. Then any year now they are Tamale aye, they are Kumasi aye, they are Kitkus aye, and so I sipo aye benya away ya for the past 3 years at the Japan Sana Takwati and Park Social Bay Stadium Bay. And that is the reason why in the Municipal Assembly no at the 5-member committee. Now say no 5-member committee no
before sir obokoso no sansi we suman bi mo se bia na media my ball no na NSC na hwe so na later assembly could take charge omo na hwe ho sesei sa na
yes that was the OTNA part be and TNA way before
na NSC na hwe ho before
na your community your friend is saying a stadium because say you na you say stadium be a Ghana be a bobo NSC or NSC woni pa ba ko mienu wo wa omo ye adwuma wo and it was getting into the same hand and that stadium no krano community na nananum through media ma bobo ho and ma go for no park no for ina perimeter or Ramos Park and Kessben ni sika ina perimeter no and sana later yesi sa dressing room na one club licensing came says a winning dressing room, winning sign marketing, get an idea my own mobile now. You know, can you do that? They say, so we need a certain capacity. So we make sure say, because we need be ultimate bubble. And most of the teams were doing it. We can have the pony so. We didn't mind to the class have the pony in here, the come, making sure say, management of the stadium, old one, it was in the hands of the assembly. It is a sound stadium. Why is it that the new one in the hands of the NSA? And the problem is that NSA is an issue. The NSA has a bad record. They have a bad record when it comes to management of state facilities. I buy the any percent because as I'm talking to you now, they know in an share. There cannot be any category A or category B or category C games in Ghana because the stadiums are all Ghana in an NSA standard. One NSA stadium also the same NSA. Maybe the second point.
Before the second point, no, Mami, how are you doing? Okay, based on the bad year and Goldfields, you know, Oman Farmer Assembly, no more to come out and necessary.
Yeah, radio. So, the mechanic say, I know the credit that say the NSA on stadium. So they said that NSA together with assembly. So now I remember, even though they gave the keys to the NSA, it was NSA and assembly. It's NSA. There's no fact. And I make up a memorandum of understanding at EDC Star Stadium. No, and NSA, you need not to executive and an instructor out there. How the document, no, and your friend is a committee. No,
and normally keys in the NSA, then woman assembly. No,
and yet, but
and almost done keys in my NSA. So it is a woman in answer. It keys in my NSA. I tell them also called Jeffrey NSA. And
well, said Domino can say keys no effort municipal assembly in some there. I work committee no one, yeah, I say, yeah, to Tonyoma. And at the culture, yeah, insist to say, and he say NSA, NSA Park, and say, said, facility. Now, facility now, said you, baby, I know, who to me generate Sika and find a facility, no. It is a medium of a boboa. Now, I show a cat, I say, medium sporting club. You know my here. Any to provide the money. What to me, I would my Sikani and find a year to the Boboni and TFM. That is what the NSA has been doing. And see, every match they want Medium Sporting Club to pre-finance. But at the end of the day, it's an NSA ever plan on to be the stadium now. What they should have said was that Medium Sporting Club, a free network stadium, no saying it here, Muba Bobo, I be a major 1 city, and I major 2 city, Muntio Musica, never facility in the mount. As part of rent, as I said, a year or you open up. The biggest issue in TNA now, even though we see of FFN, issue same. Contractor no AC stadium no na omutu go na omu ensa enka water table no. So the omu ye lucky omu saka ye no. They directed that one. Say, eno be one polytank mo. Ejuma be ya ne service of sport sprinkler na e be feeding you to the grass na. Grass dey be here for na ho dey dey nyini. When it comes to the washrooms and everything now, I'm directing now about 3 or 4 polytanks more. And I'm directed to Ghana Water. Ghana Water, your talent, water in flow up. And see, anytime be a yababo bo, taquano, and some medium, Koyao, and Yenesu, Yadi Sika, a cocoa issue, and the Babagusa polytanks, so that Omo Baba said, I'm living in the Monsa. Whatever they want to do. It is a bubble anyway, not a sanction inside we are. How do the NSA do the cleaning? And Uncle Dan saying, NSA, as I'm talking to you now, before take over stadium, no, they had only 2 staffs, 1 security and 1 IT guy who is like in charge of the stadium itself. So what they were doing, they say, anytime they are my air bubble, then they will bring additional staff from Saturday. They will bring 1 person to come and recruit say part-time cleaners. Someone clean it stadium or movie no more into so until say Midima Bebo Bono. There is no cleaner. Into any time be able to stadium will be an do. Now shit is why if me I hear dusty. Oko washrooms na Sebi ebi wa enya fekra ebi kwa me no kasa si ano pampan gina wa say anhwe na yentu sa pampan na se a sa pampan na beka o ene yesanyo man kitchen we ene yanhwe ni ye a to say the Kumasi aye ne you know the same thing atakwa ne be and he said the assembly is saying that enyen tokwa NSA to us do not have that capacity to maintain the Takwa TNA park. They can go ahead and maintain the other park, but for the Takwa TNA park, we will make sure that there's a management agency that can manage it properly. And one.
Okay, but only almost didn't come out with NSA. Aslan almost they are in charge of the Kosu or TNA. Be I want to say almost as I say. I know credit that someone more control in your mouth.
So no, maybe I'm be a cause we are well connected in Ghana. Mobinko TNA park is here. I say, a municipal assembly securities any buo. And Otuna Yami Adama Rose Park Bebobo. Rose Park Bonum Bebono. We've let them know, say, even though a year friendly, no, and yadia the committee, no, so we've given them a quote that say, this is what we need to make sure, say, you make me a supply show, you make me make it sure, say, you be cleaning the stadium after the state again, no, you be cleaning. And then committee will meet in 5 o'clock. We are almost done with our blueprint. But our first target is to make sure say you make me above all who stadium ho. And see as I'm talking to you now, Yami Adama Monday for me about assessment to see the you and their supply your friends say sanitary facilities in and I said the area as from Kakasu woman say when him say the only borehole I want TNA you can't taking over facility no na say bring that technology Indian shoe cross sprinkle and park and so when you are the quintia things can create be and a blue meter na a connected at the corner. We asked the guy say a blue how many weeks in so very 1 week in my report mom say I you trained the engineer at the fika crowd know about baby and son it's here religious kind of where replaces are there. And it's the same way no manage other facilities. The same way, the same attitude and nobody but TNA back. And we think that the TNA stadium is a community stadium. It is not a national, it's a community stadium. And once the community
way, say omo edi nyo vense bibia share NSA and San Jose say also mo ka ho documentation near the logistics near the omo ka ho near the nyina no aba be di munsa na sele wa NSA ho.
You're taking over now. You're getting inventory of and you're my good inventories no. Yeah, you're inventories. The truth of the matter is say
e wo mo ho ana say wo NSA ho.
Okay, you see, I wanna make no.
Okay.
Some of the rooms no, and your money be good no. Oma locking no. And after the time I take over no, na kiss no original director no. And so here there as a committee, we send our report to the municipal chief executive, and he is dealing on that level to make sure that the rest of the keys never there.
Okay, Safwani be one more, be so NSC ho.
Exactly, because all the be one be NSC ho.
They are in a home ho, they are in a NSC ho.
Oh, majority, the main one to the stadium, dressing rooms and all those keys, no. I think say the IT room, the audio rooms, no. Any I think the reference rooms area, no. And no your friend is saying NSA one and a storeroom now. Majority of your money is good no. And NSA one.
And that complete takeover. What chess say? What for baby no for baby?
Well, Fredo, the most important thing is so who read the one and I name for a befer and you're the main entrance. It's when your main entrance key they read the when you access to the stadium no. You are handling the stadium. the aka ne the legalities wɔ ho.
Okay.
Sɛ nyame adom na sɛ MC by kwan sɛ someone fast up one mba. Nti say yibu ni exercise keys no to make sure that we get full control. We will do it. The only thing is that as a committee we do everything and put it by instruction and then put it by report and give it to the MC. There is directive, then we also follow.
Oh, okay. And this is Matisse say omo every meeting, omo ne mo meeting. Assembly no teach you 5-member committee a na wakasama omo no. Abaso ana mo beko sa meeting no.
Minim bibiasa, minim sa ena me committee chairman Jesse Sifisun Kabi big side terms there. For meeting. What they are trying to do now is that they are now their press release, they are now trying to say a Medium Sporting Club and a person a G-Park if you want. But Medium Sporting Club is not the assembly. So Honorable Benjamin Kessben in Fifi and now in the past no ye Jumama Medium Sporting Club. So James Sifi our committee chairman no ye Jumama Medium Sporting Club and break him. It doesn't mean say adi ayama community ni ina no your friend is saying a mediuma the NSA should know say takwama ina at assembly ni ti de nanamu ina what takwa at the assembly no because they have proven to everybody that they are not capable to take care of the takwa TNA park with their own record.
Okay.
What I say it is that is it any omuni takwa bibia the law to me municipal chief executive be dey amaye no any jina so yes so wamaye 1 man pepe say we should come out with a blueprint best practices in the world so what to climb bebre oko FMB stadium stadium management or even do a private public partnership oko Wembley the FA there. But even though there's a stadium management so you call Nyanga and say the Nyanga Stadium, that is the main national stadium, is having a stadium management. You call Cairo International. It is the same thing. So why is it that you ain't me any Bibisa Ghana and say
okay.
One of the new as a journalist, the guy does this. Na boy who would be as a quenya they be NSA no effort so a stadium to say no. Why is it that we don't do a PPP partnership? Now you make sure say you don't how to manage stadiums because who call FMB never concept or say do. Yeah, more year a year FMB. About football FMB. Friends saying rugby FNB. Nani no so no documented that one say a year a quite better so protect stadium no a pitch no say a concert a quite better so a protect our pitch no na ya bo panels no yan kon ko yete say the all the canopies any speakers me whatever it is any system gas so it's
yeah
omo record and ama sisi ano takwama ina ajatum say omuntimi hwe stadium.
Okay. Matiwase. Ebo modena yakọ NSA ho na ehwedo so eka ba say de untimi nka say stadium no ehyemonsa completely because keys na eko rooms ni bi any areas bi no ehyemonsa so open so use pitch this so say rooms ni nyina ya available ma nwuma hodo say di no say the keys ni bi o NSA ho into this say mobile na control stadium no fully.
So that is what I said. We've given approval to King Faisal and Rospark to play there tomorrow. After Rospark, any King Faisal or a committee, and I'm approval from Mama Bobo. Into the Kana and no AS Commissioners Kaka on a day to say the Amekai, the report Municipal Chief Executive. In the next couple of days, say, Kiss na Oman Famba, when he give us the directive, we know what to do.
Oh, okay. Many will area, but even quickly, more sources of funding. Stadium is yours, I know. A car ebeba hopa, Obershema Stadium, na bibia kama no. A car beba hu ye papa, margin honing na. And as he cancel back on moi. ɛno nso no ɛho nhyehyɛ te sɛ nneɛma ahodoɔ a moyɛ biribi te sɛ pitch covers ne saa nneɛma no moyɛ nhyehyɛ a mode nya saa nneɛma no nyinaa bi abɔ pitch no ho ban.
Shadow, we are going by the best practices in the world. And many chairman and some of the committee members, we had a blueprint from FNB, that is Soccer City, and then Cairo International. We are trying to see Sedenya Wembley there now. They will fuse it and see, say, how do they do their own? Because here a mandate, we give the blueprint within the month. Yeah, blueprint, and say how the stadium is going to be managed. Say how are we going to do it? Say a concertor, how are we going to do it? A footballer, how are we going to do it? With that, say a concertor, how much are we going to charge? So that we are to make sure say before the first stadium they a concert yeah, we a concert the same thing because I just say one more be dying. One more be dying. The Okachen say Uba ya branch and fear no say next year and money. If you may have them not so woo to we make sure say you put it in the right perspective. And that is how stadium has to be managed. But yeah, you know, say because the NSA is centralized, Sergio, say Yenyasikawa Accra, not central fund. Yenyasikawa Tamalia, not central fund. TNA Amenoka say, Yaboga Katofo, Mebwa, Omadi Gaka Fosika, Yabo, champion of champions, Omadi GFA Fosika, Medium above first league match, Omadi Sika. We ask them that where that money go. And even with that thing now, also, Bobo plus still, say a pre-finance. Obi or activity will be your person pre-finance. So we are coming to come up with a blueprint very soon.
Okay.
By next week, we'll come up and decide to say stadium, no say management agency, NSA, teams a bubble ball, medium.
Okay.
Exactly. That is exactly what we are coming to do. Okay. I'm so happy, say Kotokoko and Clay they are going to pay 10,000 for every game. If that should be the practice, it should be the practice across board, so that at the end of the day, you bring Sika at the stadium.
Yati, you better say pa nedo esia ne mom da manfo busan se nti ade mbechi e ma yen kote se take over no anye government assign aba be fa ne stadium. Yen ti sa. Sedo
say ye dey smafo. We are a committee for the assembly, and that is what the municipal assembly has given us the authority to do whatever we are making sure say it say are there not two government agencies or mankasa na say no muka say but the community itself as I'm talking to you na takwa ina infuni na obia bese NS beba
that's Ebenezer Nemom the di twa to kra Ebenezer Edu kasama for Emma 5-member committee Takan Swahim Municipal Assembly no atin yene no etwetwe enkomo no me pe yes and I say no answer question bebusa we okay hello
yes, hello. Yes hello
me pe yes and I say no answer
okay
there moye legal
so we are working per the directive of the assembly.
The moye take over no legal.
Sergio, we are working per the directive of the municipal assembly.
No. The people say the moye emra kwan so no ne kwan so ananya ne kwan so.
Sergio, stadium no a community ne dia, enti emra kwan so no a community ne dia. Nti
Even yedasi pa yedasi.
Me dasi, I'm sure.
Okay. Ebenezer Edu. Naro, I'm saying same record crowd. Because same way I didn't how okro mu pa wiki tremi. Yeah.
Say a baby a trim. KBC aka game no na nka ya na take center stage. Ya na nka stadium nye center stage. Enye discussion kra. Ba ya ba bedrum pempen so a stadium nsem na see a dominate in discussions on radio so. And asem na esino. Na say the akoso no. Asem a ne kan e din pa.
Yeah.
Akoye besipa ne ko nyina abai. 1,000 benyansafo enyeyi ni nyina ne se memete madwem se kwan a omofa so take over no enye ɛkwan pa a ɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo fa so no adeɛ no nso ɔmo so fa no sɛ ɛsɛe ɔmo hwɛ adeɛ na
legal a ɔmo destroy hɔ so aka ho.
That's how
yes.
that's how they also see it.
Yeah.
Like NSA record and yet over the years. And we know me tell me say it was handed over to the NSA.
Okay.
In fact, there was a contract. First of all, the stadium belongs to the government. Under the control, park, under the control of NSA.
Mr. Benjamin Kessben say omo yema community no.
That's it.
MOU ni ade nyina no ono as assembly. Friends say panipa or no the inside
But you know, I have documents and everything here which shows that after everything they were supposed to hand over to the National Sports Authority.
Okay. Interesting times ahead.
Which they legally did.
Okay.
But the bottom line is that almost like a crazy, you know, the air cost no, almost as a mujaya, a bese. Macau has said something is fundamentally wrong. What is fundamentally wrong? And they say a quite revenue generated in the stadiums under the NS in Senate kind of consolidated funds, central bank, and also central government. Ne could do one more. As I say, be background no mudi to electricity bill cry. That's how I did. Sunday banana almost full there. Indeed, Omujai Henesa, I dare say Beijing Semu.
Okay.
I would also want to end with what you say, interesting days ahead. Because also your government now allow this to go on. And also a hookakra, because it's going to set some bad precedents where a group of people be dissatisfied with how the stadium is being handled. They can also equally take over.
Okay.
I feel that so much yes, abayno na so e ba ko ni municipal assembly no enti we ye jama abayno na nke bi kura collaboration bi aba municipal assembly no any NSA no said there be adomu ye bi NSA ni be humbi na nke bi a municipal for no so bi. I think that there should be a solution.
Sure. Okay, ntiemfa no ensia se koba na mre wo mu a na fe your stadium ahodo a enimguase ya to yen em se ya boso bebre wiki narrow ese science mre bebre wo ho se he na Ghana eko
it's getting boring.
He na eko GFA he na mo ya hobobo a akọ ka obibia kire se enya ade a ebetima boy matches no e wo man mu ha Niger eni Sudan no bia bibia yennim said they had this binding who a wuram din can be so ministry no SM faso na some matches ni me no is a nimguase kese ema mine number 2 election year yam pene ema saadi no ensi nti directive ana said almost a wild minister no so can be over faso bi e be host 2 games no omo faso se Ghana be ko bobo Benin Togo, Côte d'Ivoire, debi emwa omaino image crap. Inti delegation can say pa na say omde kokaf.
Ba wo kono. So far minim. You closely Baba Yara and Accra Sports Stadium what has gone on within this period. Say Juma ekosu gidi. Then there could be an assurance say oh ye no meet standard B.
Yeah.
I stand to be corrected. Say BB because we are not BB because after one now say the closure and I don't know.
Okay.
Because ideally, yes, Baba Yara I withdraw. It's more close Baba Yara close Accra. Inti Nkrofo go home. Car for some here support in terms of logistics. Mun contact him no more match from Munye ABCD.
Yeah.
Na muntimi fa miti yen standard.
Ma contact CAF.
Ya contact omo Nkrofo no ba dan na ye.
Enti Zevanko mahu pictures of Tamale Sports Stadium, Aliu Mama, and then Cape Coast. Mo yes some arrangement.
Arrangement.
Yes, pictures no said they be.
Now pictures no baba na mo ye no be na one as that. Me who pictures as my okay. As my can any pictures na who no say nyen bit matter.
Say near Brenia Pentama Bibia. I think Accra can be ready faster than Aliu Mahama.
Okay, me who Cape Coast. Me say who Cape Coast. Ali Umawa and
na calves say mumaji mumani mamo expert and then 1 month as more October 6 year born to first
For October
category 3 game
we should forget it.
I mean a calf the year be pitching and not
We'll play
possible.
it
It is not possible.
October
And do
11th.
by years wa nessa kukwasa nkofo na mdo be pitches na mu call ya mu tum wa na masan mu bie ya na masan tum for renovation or mu bie ya na masan tum for renovation ba ko hwe sika
issue go.
now so figures no
Yeah. You see, NPP
sika o mo dey renovation so
NPP about pride and who say na a contribute to Kessben sports infrastructure, and I agree. All the AstroTurf be over 150 no. Now fe ube fa even stadium. Sikana o much on kratas no. And then the deep face say abano trimpo passe obe committee fans into
The sports
keeping
infrastructure.
The sports infrastructure. If you look at the amount of money that has been used for it. But the bottom line is that Sikana Kohene, how was it used? Why is nobody being questioned?
yes
How was the contract given out?
Yes.
Who had the contract?
yes
These are the issues.
you're worried no
A lot of money has been committed. Fair enough. Ebi ahida to uni pepasa obeye nto ntwa sika nko. But the twa sika here community centers aya structure bebre stadium na nkasa nso we sika o motwa nya agro. But the thing is
sika kesia wotia na oyema so enti wodi sika ko wuram na da bia yesi say baba yara yesi be 19 areas bako edunko na calf say ye enti da bia wodi sika boom eni bosome ho ahwan calf say da bi hawa nyeni enti no unkwasi no bia wo sika wotia no
That's it.
nipa otua sika no nti onkwase na obia obibia ho that is our worry.
it's a problem because
anasa nipa na this okay we dem fancy now here akoko fancy mpi aba nti so Ghana timi hostu matches no ha now na
The miracle.
no you
a miracle but because bia say yentimi hostu matches no
I'm sure there will be even too much pressure on CAF.
Yes.
Obeka say team Bimra. And normally teams start your preparation in advance. Until as we speak now, it's possible say opponent, at a point in time need to declare your venue before 11th, baby. A bedding.
Young comrade me league matches no a weeki na Newton Latte Maridata and so ebe wuram de P and so abre me call Gentleman dental clinic na mene doctor nankasa akudi enkomo kakra Dr. Frimpong ewa ha yene no betwetwe enkomo kakra Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel near 121 okay Entina and also the yellow and green jersey of Kumasi Asante Kotoko has received a lot of admirations from not only Asante Kotoko supporters but the entire football fraternity. My question is, what is the history behind the red home jersey and why is it not the first choice of Krobia? And why is it the first choice of Krobia and not the yellow and green jersey? Because I know the yellow and green represent Asanteman colors. Please educate me on the red choice of Asante Kotoko. Pascal, would we if elite UK and Abreye, Dr. Frimpong. That is saying,
Nyankopon da Romania.
Yeah, that Nyankopon Asipa. Yeah. Nadia now the brain, esi.
Yeah, me that sister you me for kwanya isuna machia watifo ne wapefo ina. Gentleman dental kan say what say ye kan gentleman dental na chese esen ho asem na ye ka. Na gentleman say de ye nyina ye nim no oba ye kan ne ke ho a esen ene ye num ho adwuma nko a ene ye wo ho. Na said the problem ne tie bia no o de bedan gentleman da ye behwe e de ama won so ho atimi aiden ato. Na ene nua kakra ye besua no efa halitosis ho. Si ye kan halitosis a halitosis eye anumka. Ne medical word no ene fe no halitosis.
Okay.
And I say o de babrofo mu ayen fa ne say fe no bad breath and I say okasa pampan ewom and I say enka kakra ewom. Eno ene ye beka ho asem ene. Anumka eya ade a edi nipa bebre enya and I say etete nipa dodo no ana de ma eya re ho kese ne say say problem of halitosis a wankasa hardly say who say sa problem no first 3 days no na ya na utimi feel say ebia wonum agina bra no ayeden asesa after that if you hoko no I just say obi na waka akireo ana say wankasa utu anamo ekohu o dentist na waka akireo say sa problem no na ne kanso ye den enti apart from say doctor beka akireo no obi oben wo ebetimi aka akireo enso normally no ayaye ntimi enka nkire ye ho na masa problem no ete ho e de hayende bia na dia ne betimi ama obi nanum atimi eyinka eye niam bebre ene timi ma obi anum etimi eyinka ebi ti say ebi wo ho na owo medical condition and say respiratory problem ne home no and say ebia ne lungs no problem bi ewo ho eno ebitimi ama no bad breath kakra true breath no ohome a obitimi anyasa problem no na ebi nso so ewo ho na normally ota experience dry mouth so we obi wonum entasu and say wonum ta dry a onso so no obitimi anya problem of halitosis and obitimi anya anumka and say obi nso so ewo ho na ne siachi enam no yare abam de efe no gum disease and say gum infections yare ebamu a wonso so obetimi anya problem of halitosis no na afin so poor oral hygiene no de eye niam bebre ebi wo ho na said anamon I was yetu edidi enum ne yie no omfasa anamon no anase wo senka opesti anopa ene enwumre by using fluoride toothpaste enso so enta enyusu sa ne mana no so betimi amwanya bad breath yen ketrema so ninga ye under poor oral hygiene ye ketrema no so hwehwe mu de DPF say about 70% of bad breath anase halitosis no from your tongue no enti say da bia no otang na e wo say sutimi luku pen kama a ohwa ohwa say efi bia e wo so se whitish ne ade bia e wo so a ningina no eye efi a etimi accumulate gema e produce acid a etimi ema wonum etimi eyinka enti poor oral hygiene so etimi ma nipa yenum eyi enkapa na ye wo food bi no mo hon so enuane bibre bi nso ho ayedi a eno so no etimi ema yen bad breath e bit say onion and garlic eno etimi ema yen bad breath because onion and garlic na e contain a sulfur chemical which utekia eno so no e pass it through the bloodstream no etimi enter na pass it through your lung no na fe ohome a watimi ate ne pampan na say ohome na ba ohome no so mu enti saa onion and garlic no so can also cause bad breath and as a anumunka ebetimi amwanya saa problem no na your cheese ahodo bebre no so no ekita strong smell here and so no etimi ma anumunka na afi nso so tobacco enso timi cause bad breath anumunka ye bad smoking any form of smoking na no e cause bad breath na afi nso so no the alcoholic anase obi a otaiteki alcohol anase ensadin bia no eno so etimi cause halitosis and up the friend bad breath no enti sa nema ye bobo so nyina no etimi ma nipa wonum etimi yeden eyi enka eno nti no bra no bia no sa nema no ye nka se ebia sebio ebia na wawura mu ni pie no eyedin enti no da bia no ewo se utimi eyusu fluoride toothpaste anopa ene enwumre na otimi editwitwiro ose na etimi ma oral hygiene no so etimi eden eye kama na regularly nso otimi visit o dentist utu anamon ekohu o dentist for professional checkup na fe o diagnose a obehu problems a ashase wo anamon ben na ewo se utu anase referral ben na ewo se otimi yema wa ebebo na watimi ede aso ano o bad breath anase halitosis a medical condition emfa nkone number bia enipa timi ye confuse na ode tempai bom se nanum eyinka ewo se odi tu anamon ekohu o dentist na otimi diagnose no hu de ama wo problem na ewo ho enti obitimi ka se owo anum ka enya de bakope na de bae o hwe nema ye bobosu ya ye wonema bibiri a etimi cause bad breath eno nti na wo se wo anumunka problem a otimi de tu anamon ede ko hu o dentist for professional checkup na otimi a kire se we na ye ama wa ebebo gentleman dental clinic ye wo ho ede ma obi bia se ye bema wonum ate wonum aye kama wonso so etimi boost o confidence level ye adwuma free eda dwoada kopem eda memneda anopa no wotwe ekopem anwumre no nsia gentleman ye organa ha fanan bebia ye wo nungwa udu enkran nungwa main lorry station ho a gentleman dental ye wo ena se udu atomic nso a atomic down do mekwa benya runabout no so ho a wo de udu ho a gentleman dental ye branch ba kon so e wo ho ena se wo koforidua Koforidua Central Police Station in Chenwana se Central Market ho Gentleman Dental branch ba konso ewo ho na se uwo Kumasi nso a yo Abrepo Junction Total Filling Station na chi wope ho Gentleman Dental clinic ye branch ba kon ewo ho ye sanso wo Techiman kenten kwan no so wa Techiman Gentleman Dental ye branch ba kon ewo ho na se udu Takoradi Tadisco Junction Takoradi Tadisco Junction udu traffic light no a ewo pipe no ho na obefa onsa kwan na ekota disco no former GN bank wa ewo Takoradi Gentleman Dental branch ba kon so ewo ho anase ebia why confused with the direction no kra na se oba wo hia assistant na ba bia wo bia opese ne doctor etwetwe nkomofa o problem no ho ansa na wotu anamo a wo de free ya homa no ewo 055 913 9582 055 913 9582 ofra doctor ewa homa no so anahwe screen so na fa number ne bia ofra yebema assistant na o problem bia ekoso no nso so ye no ebetwetwe na o problem no etimi afiri ho na won nso so ho ato ye san so ewo owra shop ewo ho a ye onema hodo a edcc ye num se wo pepis a ebitimi aboa masa problem no afiri ho ni nyina no gentleman ewo bi ho after doctor treatment amawie no ye o pesa hodo bibria ebia woni eye oba Gentleman Dental anase wo ko clinic anase wo mba clinic utimi wa ye owra shop wo ye branch ba bia ekope Nema yedi sisi yenim ye wo mouth spray ewo ho ye dental floss wo de di yasom no edi yenu no ni na bi ewo ho ene wo tan scrapers a hodo bebre enso so ewo ho eno nso oba ye owra shop a Gentleman ewo ni nyina bi wo ha free ya homa no ewo 055 913 9582 055 913 9582 the bia doctor ewa homa no so a ofre na ono ebetwetwe nkomo ye da tie fo ase
phone so edawasipa doc na minim say numbers now the atudwa no amanfo be frɛ na fi omo edi enkomo ofra doctor na befa na doctor for no omo befa na de uhia bia enso wa ho adwuma edi amount ma yemfa esin ni agro doc halitosis nsɛm na oka adi we eferio enyasɛm ketu akra bi kama pa na so sabi onim na okasa nsempi kan we na oni Gentleman Dental clinic impending for any enkomo doc that's pa na
say that's PB yo that's
all right and temeko Newton Latte Marija ta ho na fi odi ya fam kakra match se beba so weekend Kessben television Kessben 3.3 live Kessben television eso DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121 and sana ya ba na ya behwe ene matches na weekend GPL matches and so ebe koso yedi nkan aka se emano super cup no women's premier super cup no ye be matches no Kessben television live na free next week and so echo TV and radio commentaries ni nyina ye de ebebrem live or Kessben TV me GPL matches no free screening free health screening bamcho Balm of Gilead clinic no omo assign aka omo ho ebiom omo organize free medical health and a face screening at the amanfo pamcho branches ni nyina ewo omaimu omo today detect to protect na know your medical status pamcho mumra monkwada omo ewo below 5 years na omo emerge omo complete omo immunization no okay sanso and syphilis and gonorrhea and vitamin A injection ni nyina no free ka ho na bra sanso and a free eye test on the amount ENT on the amount dental screening a free professionals free Menshia Hospital KNUSC Hospital day-to-day eye consults and a fee Convanochi Teaching Hospital doctor for kudampa and a beya sanome de amamu free emuka krebi no mbagis kaka krebi prostate test PSA no ombaji 100 cedis kidney test 100 cedis liver test 100 cedis lipid profile blood cholesterol omo ebeji 100 cedis pressure free sugar free typhoid test 20 cedis per after peptic ulcers and so 20 cedis per number jimo bebrebe belly fat free hepatitis B free and I feel they can home bebre Nina ye free. Yamia do my drada Monfa money entre a branches I will may munina if you know what trick up him no nine na omunye bibia enso emfa mamo. Me kon Newton Latte Marijata ho na ya hwedo no so di Ebrejo. Is it THB or Kumasi Asante Kotoko that gave you this jersey? If it THB direct. Please kindly tell THB to print replica jerseys in grades so that those who can buy grade A, same as the players, can do so. And so that then all the naysayers will see that Hope brand quality. Okay, the Hope brand is quality. So I think THB should print sponsors in the replicas. Gideon or Jambin in the way and so Abba. At the Sreka kind of catch THB before no. So that is a footballers and a team no jersey nankasa omufe binka ho. Ne buonko wa obetumato no wetumakoto. Na replicas no and so the keke ka ho a enru team no level no ne mo no so afeye pa no and also bo enkona fe club no sponsors ni nyina no mon print ewo replicas no and so enyina mu the supporters no be no. All right, and adwin tire ode aba no meko dit lati jata ho na ya the news so the brand new jay kakra o na yenso yemfa meye kakra.
So me that's na Ghana Premier League games no awura match day 3 obuase behuru ni Ajay Kraku Sports Complex esusu behuru. Of course there were certain starts a tragu here in match day 2 you're running them down quickly na NTC board no so 60 matches in the course, so 5 home wins, 4 away wins, 7 draws, 16 goals. Yes, 9 of here. 7 away. First half, 7 and a buy. Second half, 9 goals and a buy. 59 yellow cards. 59, you heard that right. 3 red cards and a buy. But of course, penalty back. And general, you share and ya Messibia on the board. Your games, Ghana Premier League, exciting times. And I will table that was screen as well. For when it to run for it to us, made them 100% record so far after match day 2. Obia to be fanatical encounter from Accra Lions, Lagos Cities. What you training in from when you Heart of Lions, Vision, Basake, Holy Stars, a complete top 4. No, now the Vision Basake, a man for Adrian, but for the Nibiana after match day 8. Now I'm more considered 2 goals. I was run movie. Now performance no echo say I'm relegation at the bottom half of the table. Accra Lions, Karela, Hasfolk, and a language. Was now Osha ne Fixture Bebasono General Nina no Kessben Vision be host to Lagos Cities near J Kraku Adriana Nations Crobiana Young Apostles Bibiani Gold Stars Holy Stars face our dance park Karela Accra Lions in Swatre because Chelsea it be postponed because in Swatre on CAF competition over this weekend. House of Folk the champ game top notch and a dreams and a Heart of Lions. Now Young Apostles come on a person that start and say Ofidak zone eba ye nimni bebresa or establish the first game Lusui 2-0 ATI in Swatre ewo Nana Kramansa Sports Stadium ewo in Swatre. Now Osha our team now it was 4-2-3-1. They have some quality young players. Now everything biaya na yekasa a young team yekasa a young team in a club definition not just a buy young chair and by virtue of the ages of those squad. Of course another definition of a young team so bet me are comprised of the ages. But Osha Young Apostles team now I'm making a lot of errors. Ewa defense so I'm goalkeeper no na if you try at some point Benjamin aduma bia another Benjamin abati so Osha the performance against in Swatre na yeka 2 goals now. Not just a bet me akwa 4 I want an Akramansa Sports Complex. Now they make catch Young Apostles and they say, Kasa ne de omo for Kasa. It is why young Juma, or Boase. They consider the first goal through a cross and make was you saw Abdurrahman or then LED in Swatre or Africa on that knock at the toe net. You saw the idea say they also commit a lot of errors around their box. Now young teams in their side and the two about with a lot of panic. And the chances out of the play every time opponent in the crowd. You understand the fact that Yeah, na omo timi organize here, omo shape no anya that intact and compact. Everything you do here, ebe ma chance. In the final third, omo create a series of chances but me of full quality. Na mom chance ba ko me bi omo create here no. Na e ma me shadows from the previous seasons. Clubs are here na omo ba omo ni ahode. Talking about Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Me bo mo kokonra e was a show ya so say. Montenten wa hono monye ho adwuma club ya Montenten wa hono monye ho adwuma. This is a picture of the point I was trying to put across. In Tenten when I say Ismart ni obekwa akokam. So me picking the first game no against Rain Masters. This is against Ho United. Every time mo latras na Ismart beko court beko Ladamu beko no de monye ho adwuma pa because teams are enya de bia no na nya omumrika on Tenten wa. It's a net of Wassel and Clay we can do it not the Obia should say young apostles on 10 was American coupled with ineffectiveness of the area. Ayana Krobby, I want to no. So okay, come on, the other say young apostles with me a chance. I want 10 as well as in the middle of the box. So 10 when I say, who defend the year? You saw that of Ho at the corner by and I'm walk corner no share. This was against Mediama and the foul on a buy and I'm a boy in a share. This is the only thing I can't we say. Well, the other thing also they say every time I got to go and build it out, you know, I won't stay very compact. I won't spaces between the players, you know. Yeah, that's so it is a build out to me first face now. Yeah, never huncheba. Question number 1. Dino Bia or Krobia Jessimu I will behind the ball with the exception of the goalkeeper Frederick Asari. Now me don't coach that way a preseason gamer. I'm gonna Rain Masters and a boy. Now the money you're gonna say every little part and I say analyzing or just say a consequential effect. Team no so. Now the person chance say then a place in our watch is a job and say there is a space between the central defenders and Omudiem, you know. This was the space I make him. How did this space, you know, created? A bunny say now busa questions. Oh, build it out in the aqua. When I am a Jumano the drum, so you don't expose the goalkeeper. Oh, we are not questioning. The system error no Kotoko has to work around it. Other than that, pressure ever back Kotoko so far. The next game, you know, you has folk and the defense alongside the Crown Lions. And you then a phobia basa. When you moon a ya o ma we ya wo no poison ye defense no you hunu ye. Na me area ba kwa me highlight Ransford Mensah. Ransford be very strong in duels. We left back na wo body there. So how to vote fast no e board and score a chinia. Not just how do want to crowd, but I'll tell you so we a young chap. And so all left your performance and now close to us so performance in about babu so yeah Adramani you should really lift your game. Other than that, pressure about also. That is one area. And some of bomb more. Augustino Kraoba. And nothing I made too in midfield, Isaiah Nyako for Becher United. In the absence of Francis Chene, I don't know, maybe get somebody on this board. So there be a distribution or so. But other than that, Becher United will be loving to keep possession on the turf. I either trying to penetrate into the final third or bringing you guys into a more defensive third. No more call with a counter-attacking tricks. Don't allow their possession. Now, allow their. Make sure do I call Heart of Lions game. How am I job on the Lions? If you want to defend in the box, trust me, Becher will score as folk. You should always try to find a way. I'm over pressing the final third. Not acting the defensive load, you know. So other than that, someone prep ball no, and look, Becher will defend you. All the balls are motioning you know. You can be understanding the fact that I'm keeping more bodies behind the ball. It is a buzz bro. Muko nyamo chance and I'm jamo muko crabon now. Waiting to defend the boxer and more. Start putting pressure in the final third because they are very much comfortable on the ball. And no 2, 3, 4, 5 passes in their first half. No more babumu kromo. It is a one you say me press or attack or they are general. The chamber has a folk. Weekend where you do home come on. Now the in the final third, no, the other one says some more thing or no one has started the pressure. No 1 against 3. It's the players now can be able to say, more here, more chance to defend or deep and more cut deep. So I'm going to be defending now. 3 goals in 2 games. Won't mean shady. So why do you keep the players back very deep? Numbers in the door so actually start putting pressure in the final third. And number 1, as soon as you win the ball, it gets you closer to the opposition box. Other than that, you can always understand the fact that one player not just Obiako deep. Why don't you put the pressure here? You want to defend deep, yet Bonnie consider. So Hasbrook, the chairman banner. I won't Clinton Jojo but I'm only a certain Poco neighbor. Omo dey setting Yawano, junior brother of Yawano, former goal scorer of the Ghana Premier League. Nini aketo ano oka ho bi. Omo dey say first man te eba Isaiah Nyako, Augustine Okra, quality full squad became the back. So what I'm putting across me say, mo be press your more in the final third to limit the stress in the mo defense or mo be more the ball no aba mo chiro. Now watch this goal. There was a situation Heart of Lions Zinia go back on the hygiene. He progressed the ball through almost 30-meter distance. Obia man pressure there. Floated the ball in the area without any sort of pressure on the goal scorer. Ebani say now, ne yeka say, Ishmael do go ya wo share na ka Hasfield defenders no ebetime hu, but obia ada el box room. You can understand the fact Ben Asare is here, Ransford Mensah, Amofa Samuel, but Nana Kwame Opon, the only striker, only player original box room on the ball no etonet. Hasfield, big warning to you. Last take a year a Vienna gamer General Ebekaso. Again this season onyan fa ni boot ni share. Coach here champion man pay pressure. Last year one we said by the Vienna standard we you know this season draw me no pressure about so playing against a team like Nations and so to near yipa. Vienna by tradition we've always been seeing them in the final third of the table. Top 4, top 6 Vienna last time out 0-0 against Beche United. The other day at Nana Ajiman Badu Sports Stadium on the Heart of Lions Esabo 1-1. And Banisano not all accumulated the pressure as I said through. So what I'm putting across here is that games are analyzing now no the Kessben a Vienna game no but some of them score line no to jar and net say Joe Krobia Asante Kotoko minimum mo de bema young apostles ebeye 3 goals. Young apostles might have a chance but me score line in that game no ebetimi aye 3-1 ewo ho no has for game no it's a game possibly has for ebetimi win 1-0 or a draw. That is how I see that game. For Adriana, I am going for straight win for Adriana on this particular fixture. Nations back 3 of Oseko for Oko Gripman and Razak Simpson, you know, it's been solid in their defense but very toothless in the final third. Coach Kasim Mengo says how Niama reshuffle your cards in the final third. Next year season, you know, how Niama able to me acco Ediama. On this note, say the end of Saturday, no. I mean, actually, if I must say, Joe. Now on to us.
Okay. Newton Latte Marie Jata. Or the FM GPL games, no teacher investors, no. Maybe a mode monumano ebetimi afa. The live commentary be free sentence and so at the Abremo. Our Mohammed minim se opese usan ewram bia before so obebano and Adiza Umaru and ne birthday mame wish ababai happy birthday. Yes, Umaru Adiza mame wish you happy birthday. Nakopo onye wonso kese wate very young. The ODS when you say obesa won saka bia nyame onfa sadi onfa ema. Happy birthday. We a special one if it's Sami Genvio. Was you wish you happy birthday. Awa asa usho no so do.
Oh, she's a nice girl, so you.
Awa opeso chese usho no so do. When you be ya mauta koka another Muslim who says so ahwehwe na
oh say hwe
enchire bia. Okay, all right. Okay. Dina and so I don't know. I was it the episode.
So be has ni bechem game no.
Okay.
So I had
intent mami.
Yeah, so I had bechem omo first game against Nations FC. That day Emmanuel Usu enya red card. They affect you omo kakra but obey back. And said na Newton Eka, the new kingpin within the Bechem United midfield has been that new boy Isaiah Yako alongside Francis Trene. And there's one boy be Dalvin Almodinaba. Augustine Okra will be around alongside ne other namesake Augustine also be and also not forgetting Asenso also be around. Obia Ohe has a full first game against Basaki Holy Stars and the second game against Heart of Lions.
Yeah.
One key changer, Coach Watara deep in midfield. Oh, the first game against Holy Stars now. It was Salim Adams, it was Rafael Amponsan, and then Yusuf deep in midfield. Osisa Mumi and Sano in the second game against Heart of Lions, and only Mohamed Sani, Mohamed Hussein, and then Theophilos. And that was those changes or make within the setup. No, but the usual guys Omoshasi up front and the likes of Asamoah Boateng, Mauli Wayo and Hamza Yusuf, Hamza Isa or Mainteniomo. The same also applied to the back line. And comprising of Yaya Dramani, Samuel Amufa, Esibe, and then also the left back and also Rafael Mensah. So what is the problem of Accra Sofokunu says you how to make sure they don't concede, because the 2 games of Mabonina they conceded 3 goals.
Okay.
They lost 2-0 against Heart of Lions and they lost 1-0 against Basakioli Stars. It has never been a good deal for us to focus at all.
Okay.
And making a trip to Bechem, Sergio, when Bechem decides to play, it becomes very tough for House of Folk. Even House of Folk had a 3-2 win last season, near Baby season, but Sergio, when a very difficult for House of Folk. In as much as Bechem so young win a game so far in this season. Almost 2 games, Nina acquire goalless draw. So I had that game against Nations and also that game against Bechem United. So it's a game of both teams. Obi Anyan Shego ewo season way. So the Obeshe go ewo the 2 game that the game na Ebasono. Not just that was the first time both of them Obi Abeshe go ewo match na Ebasono. None of them and I score so far 2 games are boy. Ewo match none match I be taking interest pa. Bechem United hosting Accra Suffolk.
Wow. Good morning, Joe. The main reason why Kumasi Asante Kotoko opted for the red jersey was that in the mid-50s, if my memory serves me right, Kumasi Asante Kotoko had a league game with a Premier League opponent. I think it was Susubibri or so. Kumasi Asante Kotoko went with a white jersey, and Susubibri also wore a white jersey. So one official of Susubibri went and brought a set of jersey for Kumasi Asante Kotoko to wear, and that was how the red jersey came about. Wishing my darling club Hearts of Folk the best of luck in tonight's game against Bechem United. Hey, Kwamna Black, Hearts in here, or the Kotoko history, embassy. Okay, Naro. My nothing. Big game and Chakra.
I think the courageous has got to do with the relationship with Steadfast, but maybe
okay,
Mati. Our are dealing very well with a Hasbro game versus Bechem. I think say one game a lot of tension and attention because the fact that the 2 teams the Neyman shared down 5 for Bechem not so.
Tell Naru that it's at 20 minutes and Chelsea is leading by 2-0. Oh, Naru, what my investors aboka egu Mario Abu the do about. Tell me when I use you
Double chance.
Double chance indeed. What are you
Western for Yama? Jackson Abu Tuno.
Are you a good striker? Hey! Yes. Kautim was him.
Yeah, Jackson.
Yes, why improve? Very good striker.
Lie.
Why improve tremendously? Oh, the young quackers is mommy.
No, Jana Chelsea has sworn.
Yes, Chelsea 2. West Ham 0.
Okay.
Jackson 4th minute, now 18th minute.
Oh, they say 2 goals in there. Okay.
All right.
General, I think say House of Folk is a make or break for them. I will go back quickly. Me will be finding out. Me sorry, say on checking me. At the Accra Sports Stadium after so more close,
Yeah.
Juwebian shall see
okay.
A normal war training. Yeah, Juwebian course on me physio more close. Has needs a win.
Okay.
It's a game no course a Legon.
Yeah.
Good. Legon Park. Bechema but draw in their 2 games, and I will rightly say 2 teams will be yet to score a goal, and they are yet to win. But Bechem has 2 points from the 2 drawn games. So when has to focus was 0 point. I think say has a new option bigger than to win the game. A draw crowd would not be enough for Mr. Ouattara and his boys. I think his attention will be able to or Boise Linkley Sports Stadium. Asante Kotoko be against a new entrant, young apostles. Ura Dumfe and Sami Animado and the Umrantiano Eba. Obuasi. Now, team frame a book, Krumine Bibia, Asante Kotoko supporters is so expectant. Like almost share and never be brain.
A crisis upon Kofodia said, it's not true. Susubibri was formed in the 60s. I was at Tafo then. Kumasi Asante Kotoko got their red jersey from Stand Fast as Naro said. I can support the Kwabena Black. Do has as him. Yanko. We are no.
You know, so I think the Nipa bebree bɛ pɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛhwɛ one the new adopted stadium, the first home game and all that. You hope to see a very good weekend. And I also love to monitor what happens on Kessben TV.
Sure. Yeah, pɛgye mu ma breaking news abɛgyafo and so aba bɛtena. Mo sɛ amo akɔ video bi ɔde brɛ me free Holland. Gym or gym no say nche o Ghana. We say mo nyina no, mo ho nyina no, o mbeba Ghana. No mo gym near the wie ene nku papa kala so be pen kala pre hwan nyina no mo ba. And o mbeba no mo yo say makwa san dia se. Okay. Tu hu so abo a say na o de tikro. Make mo. O ba Ghana.
As we dey here time.
Yeah, time.
Time one can you do aka.
Okay, breaking news up next. The nyina see the live commentary but match se be so e wo man mu nyina. The whole live commentary and so ebebremo. Obi anhwe no hu see weekend. The nyina see breaking news.